The phone buzzed on the kitchen counter like a warning siren, pulling Emily from the quiet hum of her New York apartment. It was Mom, Evelyn's name lighting up the screen. A rare intrusion that twisted her gut before she even swiped to answer. Emily. Darling, Evelyn's voice dripped with that practiced honey she'd honed over decades of boardroom negotiations. The kind that masked sharper edges. We've got something special planned for Grandpa Henry's 90th next weekend. He'd love to have you there. The mug of black coffee slipped from Emily's hand, crashing onto the hardwood floor in a spray of shards and steam. Grandpa Henry, the man who'd spent summers teaching her to sketch cityscapes from his old Brooklyn studio. The one who'd been her anchor after Dad's accident. She hadn't laid eyes on him in 3 years. Not since the excuses started piling up like unpaid bills. He's resting, they'd say. Or doctor's orders. No visitors. Monthly calls rerouted to voicemail. Birthday cards returned unopened with scribbled notes in Mom's precise script, not accepting mail. And now, out of nowhere. An invitation? Why the sudden change? Emily asked, her voice echoing strangely in her own ears. Distant and hollow. Evelyn paused. That telltale silence where lies took shape. He's getting on in years. This could be your last shot. The words landed like a slap, stirring memories of the last promise Grandpa had whispered during their final in-person visit. This old brownstone in Brooklyn? It's yours one day. Kid. You see the world like I do, through lines and shadows. But after that? Nothing. Radio silence. Her fiancé, Alex, poked his head in from the living room, brow furrowed at the mess. Everything okay? He mouthed. She shook her head, gripping the counter until her knuckles blanched. Evelyn prattled on about flights and schedules, as if this wasn't a seismic shift in the family's Cold War. I'll think about it, Emily cut in. But Evelyn's tone sharpened. Don't drag this out. Your brother, Jason, is handling everything. We need your RSVP by tomorrow. Jason. The golden boy still glued to Mom's real estate empire in Chicago. The one with unrestricted access while Emily had been iced out. She ended the call, the room spinning slightly. Alex knelt to clean the spill. What's up? Grandpa Henry's birthday bash. They want me there, after 3 years of ghosting. His eyes narrowed. He'd heard the stories. The way her family treated her like the black sheep for chasing art instead of the family business. Why no? I don't know, she said, a chill settling in her bones. But I'm finding out. That night, tickets booked and PTO cashed in. Emily and Alex sat on their fire escape, the Manhattan skyline twinkling like false promises. You know what this means, Alex said softly. The city noise a distant roar below. Diving back into that viper's nest. She nodded, the neon lights blurring in her vision. They'll do their thing, make me the outsider. Jason the hero. Mom introducing me as our daughter from New York, like I'm some forgotten cousin. Alex laced his fingers with hers. You don't have to go. He was the only one who got me, she whispered. If there's a chance, then we go together, he insisted. No way they corner you alone. The decision hung heavy. But for Grandpa Henry, she'd risk the flames. The next day, the drive from O'Hare to the old brownstone in Brooklyn felt like rewinding a painful tape. Twists through familiar streets stirred ghosts of childhood visits, Grandpa's laughter echoing in her mind. But as they pulled up, the house loomed different, expanded with sleek glass additions that screamed Mom's influence. The classic red brick facade polished to sterile perfection. This the right place? Alex asked, echoing her unease. Inside, it was worse, the cozy leather armchairs gone, replaced by chrome and white minimalism. The wall where Grandpa's drafting table once stood now housed a flat-screen setup. His sketchbooks vanished. His tools, Emily murmured, tracing the blank space. Where'd they go? Alex squeezed her arm. Maybe stored. But she knew better. Above the mantel. A massive family portrait. Mom. Jason and his wife. Even second cousins. No Emily. Erased. Voices drifted from the backyard. They followed to a patio crammed with strangers in designer casuals. Jason commanded the center. Phone in hand. Directing florists like a CEO. His polished look matched the upgraded house perfectly. Emily, he spotted her. Flashing a grin that didn't warm his eyes. You actually showed. Said I would. Mom swept in with a wine glass. Come meet the guests. This is our daughter from New York. The word stung, reducing her to a footnote. An older guest smiled blankly. Didn't know Evelyn had kids besides Jason. 3 years. And she'd been edited out. Wandering the edges. Emily overheard whispers. 2 suited men by the bar. The old man's situation's getting dicey. Can't keep this up forever. They clammed up as she neared. Scattering like roaches. Jason's wife blocked the hall to the bedrooms casually. Lost? Just looking around. But she didn't budge. Later. Emily tried the master bedroom door locked. A first. Mom appeared like a shadow. Family only. Dear. Henry's resting for tomorrow. I am family. Mom's smile tightened. Of course. But he needs peace. Ducking into the old study. Emily scanned shelves stripped of Grandpa's art books. Now holding vases and trinkets. But behind one. A small frame, her at 15 with Grandpa. Both holding pencils. Grinning after her first urban sketch lesson. His scrawl, to Emily. The only one who draws truth. She pocketed it, the lone proof she belonged. As the party swelled. Jason raised a glass. The man of the hour. A wheelchair emerged through the side door. Emily strained to see. But Mom gripped her arm. Give him space. Attempts to approach were thwarted. He's tired. Stop hovering. While waiting. She saw a caterer boxing Grandpa's rare art tomes. Going to storage, he said. Mrs. Reed's orders. The shelves half empty. His essence stripped. Alex pulled her aside. His studio's a home office now. Drafting table? Gone. Her stomach nodded. When? He's only 90. Documenting with her phone. Missing photos. Vanished desk. Reading nook erased. An old caterer approached. Remember you from summers. Henry always requested your favorite blueberry scones. You knew him. Decades. Talked about you nonstop. Before more. Jason announced toasts. The crowd parted slightly, glimpses of frail form. White hair. Blanket. Alex paled. Whispering. Grab your stuff. We're out. But Grandpa, trust me. In the car. He showed photos, zoomed on the man's face next to old family shots. Ears, Henry's are detached. This guy's attached. Nose wrong. No scar. Ice in her veins. Not him. Impostor. Property records on his phone. Henry Reed still owner. If he's dead. They're hiding it. She called the precinct. Voice steady despite the quake. At the precinct lot. Detective Larson examined Alex's photos. Notes on blocked calls. Returned mail in Mom's hand versus Grandpa's. You've got something here. Emily's phone rang. Mom. Furious. Police? On your family? Where's Grandpa? Silence. Then hang up. Larson pulled her aside. You know it's not him. Right? Yes. Usually boils down to money. Back at the hotel. Photos fanned out. Last call, September 15th. 2022. Returned card, Mom's script. Side-by-side ears. Mom called again. Rage raw. What have you done? Where is he? Dead air. Jason next. Sobbing, you're destroying us. You don't get it, always taking what's not yours. Larson called. Warrant tomorrow. Be ready. Emily contacted Grandpa's lawyer, Elias Grant, concerned about welfare. He hedged but agreed to meet. That night, the wait pressed, betrayal's slow poison. Morning knock, Mom. Jason. Aunt Clara. Compromise, drop it. We'll explain. Everything. Jason averted eyes. Some things stay buried. Mom, Henry wouldn't want division. You'd know, you hoarded him. Aunt Clara, digging hurts everyone. Emily stood firm. Truth about Grandpa. The real one. Mom paled. Protecting you. From my inheritance? Faces crumpled. Alex showed records, Henry owner. Will unchanged, Emily primary since 2020. Knock, Larson. Investigation done. Henry died November 10th. 2022. Buried quietly. No certificate. Room spun. Dead 3 years. Wheelchair. Aunt Clara, Larson said. Build matches. Needed you believing him alive, Emily whispered. To block inheritance. Mom, he wasn't right-minded. You abandoned him for your art life. You blocked me. Charges, fraud. Concealment. Embezzlement. Aunt Clara pointed, Evelyn's plan. Escorted out. Jason paused. He loved you. Really? Alone. Emily grieved. Photo to chest. Stolen years. Weeks later. Key and lock, her brownstone now. Empty. Echoes of theft, medals gone. Walls bare. In the ex-studio. Rage surged. She hauled out office junk alone. Muscles screaming. Chest lightening. Hung the photo where the fake portrait was. Alex, reclaiming. In the study. Whiskey toast, to Henry. Spotted Mom's note. Always stealing. Burned it. Ashes down drain. Snow fell outside. Rebuild with them? Or let ashes stay? The silence answered, some betrayals scar too deep.